Good evening, everybody, and hello to you people on YouTube that's watching this little snippet before tonight's show, 6 o'clock, this week live on Ustream. Don't forget, folks, tomorrow, Friday, my new concert that's been filmed, first one I've done in years and years and years, will be available for Ustream members to see free on JDTV. Or you can go to the Ustream shop and download it and keep it on your shelf. No, you can't have on your shelf anymore. It has to go into your bits, doesn't it? Megabits, little bits, as in me. Well, folks, hello folks, I sound like Boris. Well, folks, here's what we do. Did you see Boris on telly yesterday? Someone must say, Boris, stop. Carrie must come along. If she still lives there, Carrie doesn't live there anymore. Sounds like Clifford. No, I've got an audience here. She must say to him, Boris, come back, your hair's too well done. And so they must like spray it with stuff and make it look a little bit Wurzel Gummies and then shove a cushion up his back for good measure. He is quite a piece of work, isn't he? Right, there you go. I should have been broadcasting to you tonight from Guernsey, but here's the thing. My friend Richard Digance wrote a little song once, and in it said, Michael Fish, he missed a hurricane of 100 mile an hour, so how can he detect an isolated scattered shower? So setting off to Guernsey, we thought we'll stop in Weymouth first. It's quite nice in Weymouth, it's well sheltered, and it sort of smells of crabs. And there's some nice restaurants here as well, and a fish and chip shop called Bennett that has a biblical queue outside. You've never seen anything like it. So we go to the other fish and chip shop round the corner, which is just as good, but no one seems to know it's there. There's a bit of snobbery going on. Anyway, I'm digressing a bit. So we set off from Ocean Village, and it's all quite nice. Having done a plan here, look, that this is what you do. A plan, and you have books. You don't just, shove off and go and hope for the best. So the weather said it's 7 to 8 mile an hour northwesterly wind. So we get down to the Needles, which is some rocks. And suddenly I thought, what's up with this sea? It might be just a little local bit or something. Maybe someone's paddled past in dinghies, 500 people a day, causing this swell. But no, what it was a phenomenon known as the wind got stronger. And we've never seen such confused and horrible seas. So all the way to Weymouth, which is 54 miles from where we set off from, was 3 metre seas. Now that in pounds, shillings and pence is about 9 foot. So that is quite a bashing about. The girls down here were lying, we had the odd scream as we hit a thing. Me and my first officer Brian were covered in salt and we looked like two pillars. We were biblical as well. We turned into pillars of salt. And then coming past Anvil Point, which as you people know is a horrible St Albans ledge which bubbles up and is just horrid and dreadful. The boat banged down off quite a big wave and an alarm went off. We thought, oh heck, we all thought, as we dripping wet looked at one another saying, can it get much worse? And it was a bilge alarm, which is not good. But we figured that bashing down caused the float to fill up it and bang up the thing and through. Oh yes. And so that's what it was. So we got into here, and before I switched the engines off, I'd drunk half a bottle of scotch, followed by the rest of the crew that drunk the rest. We then had some people come alongside us, and people were saying it was all awful, the wind, terrible. And we felt like we'd been through hell. So the next day, the prospect of going 7 hours, 6.5 hours over to Guernsey proved to be too much. So it was a 7-hour trip to Guernsey after we spent 7 hours filling in our forms telling us that we've not got leprosy and that we're not drug dealers or pirates. And so that's all got to be done again. So now we're going to make our way home today, and we picked a luxurious day. The weather's much better. You can see about 20 yards in front of you. It's raining persistently, and we're waiting for that to stop, and we will be leaving Weymouth at about 3 o'clock. And getting back to Ocean Village, where Princess Mitchie resides in her palace, at about 7. We might have to drop the speed a bit because of the visibility isn't good. And I've got night vision gear on here, and guess what? It can't see through drizzle or fog. It can only work at night. And seeing as I don't go out at night, it was a waste of frigging money, wasn't it? Anyway, so later on we'll talk about the Taliban, on what's going on. We'll also talk about Richard Osman, I think he's the most unattractive, unfunny man I've ever met in my life. And now they put out a statement, Channel 4. Someone said the word P asterisk asterisk F T E R, talking about gay men, people who are light on their feet. Well, maybe that's bad to say as well. So unless it's the actual word gay man, you can't say anything. You can't do anything. Used to be, Dad's Army was Nancy boy, wasn't it? So no piss takes of anybody. Again, it's Channel 4 wrapping people in cotton wool that don't need to be wrapped in cotton wool, in their opinion, for the P asterisk asterisk F T E R S's that I know and love. It's ridiculous. They don't need to be wrapped up by you self-serving Marxist idiots, especially that Osman. He's got a job of being funny, I've no idea. He should be outside places where children shouldn't go to frighten them off with that boat race of his. Anyway, Channel 4 have apologised and saying, and here we go, this is Channel 4, this is controlling, this is by some 12-year-old Guardian reading lefty, vegan, tree-hugging, idiot, fat-ass, droopy-titted, fucking snowflake bird, probably. The clip where the man said P asterisk asterisk F T E R, right, that got replaced by something else, but he kept the points because it was the right answer. It does not go along with our values. What are your values? Your values are trying to get as much money out of the viewer as possible. That's your... And I'm not going to watch you ever again. So there, no. Right, okay, all you on YouTube, see ya. Don't forget, you can join you. Here's a bit of mathematics. Join Ustream, and you get my new concert for Nout. You also, in a couple of weeks' time, get Danny Posthill. If you don't know who Danny Posthill is, right, think Diane Abbott. Ha ha! And she's funnier than him. Right, so if you join, you get it for nothing, or you can go to Ustream shop and download. And don't forget to have a look at Cenotaph as well. It's for our veterans. And we'll soon be starting, once again, of which you were so helpful, the Ustream Veterans Fund. This time we're going for £1 million. And it's now the time the veterans need it. All this stuff is going on in Afghanistan, and it makes the veteran think, was it worth it? Well, let us, the public, show these veterans what we feel about it, and we can do that with our credit cards and our wallets. Okay, let's help our own people. Yes, let's help the Afghani people, but let's be realistic. We're a small island and we're full, and we're getting more full every day by at least 500.